very much indeed, and thank you all for coming along. It's great to be back in Hamilton. I grew up myself, I grew up with my parents and my sister in Lanarkshire, not a million miles away, so I'm conscious I'm in Hamilton, so don't hold that against me, but great to be back, and I wanted to be back to thank you for the work that you did during the European referendum, and for the support that I had during this process from these parts. Because we have got a unique opportunity, and it's testament to just in what good heart the party is, with the gusto that the party has engaged with the Depute democratic process. You've got a real decision to make. And this is a contest that is reflecting well on the party and well on Scotland. And I've got a unique proposition. We can put Europe at the heart of independence, and we can put the SNP at the heart of yes. And by choosing me as Depute, I already have a role in Scotland and Europe. But by choosing me as Depute, it's not just another title for me. It would give me an added authority, and we can choose Europe as our future and prove to ourselves and the wider world that Westminster is our past. We have a great opportunity for Scotland. Brexit has changed everything. There are a lot of decent people who voted last time round in the first independence referendum, specifically on the European question. And the European question, whatever Scotland's future is going to be the defining attribute of politics in these islands for the next few years. I was wearing these badges before they were cool. I've got 12 years' worth of plugging away at the coalface at the European Parliament. Myself and Ian Hudson, between us, we've got 38 years' worth of experience representing Scotland. I want to be part of whatever Scotland's future holds, and Europe is going to be the key to it. Learn the lessons of the 2014 referendum. The big lesson for me was that we spent too much time explaining Scotland to the world via London, via the London embassies, via the London correspondence of the journalists. I've shown you what we can win in Brussels. We need someone with the time and the profile and the authority of this party to go direct to the nation-state capitals of Europe, because Scotland's European future, whatever it is going to be decided as much in Ljubljana, Lisbon, Bratislava, Helsinki, as it is in London or Brussels. My job is Scotland and Europe. That's what I do. I've shown you what I can deliver in Brussels. And in Westminster, I have nothing but respect and admiration for my Westminster friends and colleagues. But we will never win in Westminster. We will always be a minority in Westminster, and if we seek to represent Scotland through a palace by the Thames, we will always be the minority. The Trident vote has proven that in Europe we can win. And the Brexit dynamic has changed absolutely how we are perceived as a nation and as a party. And at home, I have the time to travel the length and breadth of Scotland. I've got it on my leaflet that I get about, which is possibly not the best way of phrasing it, but I do get about. There's not a constituency in Scotland I haven't worked in. There's not a by-election I haven't helped in since 2004 and before then. Scotland. I'm not limited to one particular geographic constituency or ward. I can be out and about, continuing the European discussion, because I know what I'm talking about. And in 2014, we did not get the European question as right as we needed to. I am determined we're going to get it right next time round, whatever's in Scotland's future. And that nationwide mandate is to be used because we need to put the SNP at the heart of yes. Yes, Scotland was a glorious thing, but it was a thing of its time. 1 in 37 of the adult population of Scotland is now a member of our party. We're it. Whatever is coming, we are going to lead this fight. We are going to work with other pro-independence parties, absolutely. And we will support and nurture the yes movement. But this is going to be Scotland's referendum, and it's going to be us that's going to lead it. And we need to be open to new ways of doing things, but I think the structures that we have, having been a member of the NEC for 13 years, are pretty much where they need to be. We need to use them better. We need an established yes hotline at party headquarters so that other groups can reach out to the party for assistance and support. That way we'll all win. We need to do policy better. The lesson of the white paper last time round was that it was too produced by a smaller group. We need the wider network to feed into questions like currency, like pension, like Europe. So reinvigorating National Assembly twice a year would give the party a chance to discuss, not decide, and we need to make that distinction, but discussing new policy ideas and then making and setting policy in the usual way via National Council and National Conference. That will bring people into that process. So it is us that's going to lead that cause. We also need to establish a foundation, a political foundation. Every party in Europe has a think tank, a foundation attached to it. There are 41 political think tanks in Denmark. I can barely get to 5 in Scotland. Commonweal, Common Space are doing some fantastic stuff with not much support and not much resource. We need to up Scotland's game to have that policy discussion. We also need to look at organisers, because one of the lessons of the Labour Party is that where the party does not cohere in all its different places, be it local, national, Westminster or Europe, the party starts to fragment. We must not repeat those mistakes. So I am up for paid organisers. I would start in Glasgow, where I think there is an obvious need. Winning power in Glasgow City Chambers will demonstrate to everybody in Scotland that Scotland has changed. We have a plan there good to go, and we need to make sure that the wheel is not reinvented. I would then roll out that network across other areas of Scotland that make the case, and that will be horses for courses. We also need to look at training, which is absolutely vital. We've been on a roller coaster the last few months, but if 18 months after the membership surge people are still asking how to get involved and get active, we need to get something fixed. And training for me is it. Julie Hepburn as education convener, Fiona MacLeod as organiser, have been doing some fantastic work, the Women's Academy also, but we need to cohere that into a much more coherent range of training courses that members can take for different skills they want to pick up and share. Because we are Scotland's most successful political party. I don't like talking old members, new members, or north or south, or east or west, or urban or rural. We are one party for one nation with one cause. But we've also got a lot of experience we can share. Training needs to be at the heart of those efforts. And there's a palpable desire across the party for that. And I think we need a deputy who gets that and who can help that to happen, building on the structures we have and augmenting things to new efforts. So Brexit's going to throw up a lot of challenges, and I'm not going to pretend it's going to be easy. But I think we've got the map that's going to deliver our nation's independence. I think we have proven to ourselves and to the rest of Europe, and everybody has noticed and seen and clocked it, that Scotland has a different sense of ourselves in the world and a different ambition for ourselves and our future. So I said to Europe that Scotland did not let you down. I will not let this party down, if you'll have me. Thanks very much.